Beltran, Dave Urich back from Justin D. Sorrento Memorial Field in Englewood. Brush leads Ken Denver 14-0 in this 2A semifinal. Florence leading Olathe 7-0 late in the first in the other semifinal from the Beat Digger 48. There's the give on the left side of the counter to Florence. He backs his way towards the 45-yard line, stood up by several Beat Diggers. Count them, because there's quite a few in on the tackle, and led over there by Trevor Blake. And C.J. Kukas was also around the football as well, and others. As I mentioned, it's a gain of 2 to the 46-yard line.
Diggers got to love this. You know, Florence has shown Ken Denver's shown they want to just run the football. They've thrown the ball that one time successfully for 9 yards. Back here to trips on this side, but Brush has to love the fact they got to take time off the clock.
Yeah, and this side is to the right. One receiver to the left. Shotgun for Richard Yates. Two-step drop, looking, and he's going to be sacked. There comes Kyle Hefner, grabbing him around the ankles to record the sack. At the 49-yard line, the Beat Diggers either had a blitz or a bull rush, but there were several in the backfield.
Just a beautiful play, a great defensive call there by Coach Creighton. The kids did a good job of shooting through there, and I thought Shea Hansen, defensive end on this near side, there was no way Yates could even roll out on this side if he wanted to, because our defensive ends with Hansen on this side had him contained.
3rd down and 13 to go from their own 49-yard line. A minute 20 has expired in the second quarter. Brush leads 14-0. Trips to the right, deep drop, setting up a screen. The pass is caught over the middle. Some daylight across the 45-yard line, still on his feet, out to the 40. And the catch, I believe, was made by Collins Gentz. And I think Seawald was in on the play. Gain of 11. It'll be 4th down and 2 to go, and Ken Denver more than likely is going to go for it again.
Well, that was a good play. I know I watched some of the Diggers read that pass as Gantz came from he was the very inside slot in the trips on this side, and he just came right across the line of scrimmage and then faded downfield just a little bit for that screen. And the Diggers read it, they just couldn't catch up with him.
Another big play here for Ken Denver. 4th and 2, and Eric Garcia was offside. Eric Garcia was offside for Brush. He was cheating up towards the line of scrimmage. He knew it. It'll be 1st down for Ken Denver at the Beat Digger 35-yard line. As soon as he made that mistake, he was mad at himself, jumping here along the near sideline. So the drive will continue for Ken Denver.
Well, I can tell he hated that, but he's having some fun out there. And it's not very often. I think the reason he's that is because it's not very often a corner is going to get a chance to run a blitz, and he must have been on a blitz on that play, and he blew it.
1st and 10 for Ken Denver at the Beat Digger 35. This drive started at their own 24-yard line. Receivers split each side. The deep back once again is Matt Florence. Under center is Yates. Yates with a long count will hand it off to Florence, running left, cutting it back towards the middle, but he's corralled after a gain of 1. Ethan Brost held him up along with Skyder Seawald, and that Beat Digger run defense continues to be solid.
Florence was 5'10", 170 pounds, and boy, he runs quick and he's real shifty, but I'm telling you what, the hardest part about him is he doesn't go down. He'll squat down and hold his ground and then take off running again.
This is the 11th play of the drive coming up for Ken Denver, and let's face it, Dave, Ken Denver's best defense is their offense at this point.
Yeah, they're keeping our offense off the field, that's for sure. But I'll tell you what, if you ask any of the Diggers, I bet you they'd love to tell you they like to play defense in this situation.
Shotgun for Yates, trip to the right, 2nd and 9 for the 30. Quick drop, goes over the middle of the pass, is tipped incomplete. It was tipped, I believe, by Seawald. Tandon Ball was on the coverage. The intended receiver was Florence. Matt Florence at around the 22-yard line. 3rd down and 9, and that's as good a pass defense as the Beat Diggers have played all season.
You're right. Linebacker jumped up there, got his hand on the ball, and tipped it. But I'm telling you what, our corner over there, Garcia, was right there. Actually, Tandon Morrow scratched that. Morrow had great coverage. He was right there with him, step for step.
3rd and 9 for Ken Denver at the Beat Digger 34-yard line. Again, 3 receivers out to the right. Shotgun formation once again for Yates. 5 yards in back of the center. 2-step drop, looking. He is going to be sacked, and the ball is fumbled. It is loose, and it's still loose at midfield, and the Beat Diggers will have it. Shea Hansen recorded the sack, recovers the fumble for the Beat Diggers.
What a great play. I was watching the receivers over here. I missed the rush, but like we said before, Hansen was doing a good job before from his defensive end position, closing that thing in and keeping Yates contained. The ball got recovered and then fumbled, recovered, then fumbled. Hansen jumped on it, and he kind of kind of formed a C shape around the ball as he it and kept control.
Dave, the Beat Diggers have 2 sacks in this game. It's been a while since that happened, but that has happened this early. The loss of the play was 11 yards for Ken Denver. Beat Diggers have it 1st and 10 from midfield. Garcia will hand it off on the right side in a nice hole for Connor Weiser to the 46-yard line. He'll pick up 4 yards on the play. Tackle was made by Alan Tellis. 2nd down and 6 to go for the Beat Diggers at the Ken Denver 46-yard line. We have 8:20 to go in the opening half, and Brush leads us to a semifinal 14-0. Florence is up on Olathe on the road as well, 7-0, and that is late in the first. The Beat Diggers in that horizontal I. 2nd down and 6 from the Ken Denver 46. Garcia will hand it off right up the gut, and the ball is fumbled. It's recovered by Ken Denver. Weiser had the ball stripped, and the ball is recovered by Ken Denver and Alan Ellis. Weiser was able to pick up 5 yards, but lost the football, and Ken Denver has it at their own 41-yard line.
Yeah, he had big running yards. He was at the 10-yard marker when he dropped it. You could tell he didn't have a good hold of it to begin with, but I think he might have been looking upfield at all that green AstroTurf ahead of him.
So it's 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line for Ken Denver with 8:02 to go in the second, so they get a big break. Yates under center. Play action. Looking to throw. Here comes the pressure. He's hit as he throws. That ball's going to be incomplete. Towards the 26-yard line, Eric Garcia had the coverage and was closer to the football than the intended receiver, Bailey Tills. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Bailey Tills started that pattern like a 5-yard post, and then once he got Garcia turned, then he cut it back to the outside. And I'll tell you what, he had Eric twisted and turned, but Eric showed a lot of speed. He caught up with him, and then he had to spin around again to try to make a play on the ball as it was thrown so far behind him.
2nd down and 10 to go for the Sun Devils at their own 41-yard line. Shotgun formation. The lone setback is Florence. Trips to the right. Awaiting the snap is Yates. Option right. He'll take off with the football across the 40 to the 45. Now pitches to Florence. He's got clear Green up the sideline to the 20, the 10-5 touchdown. Nothing but Green from that Florence. He went the distance. A 59-yard play on that run, and Ken Denver's back in the game at 14-6.
Yeah, it was one of those plays where Florence did a good job, and he kept his relationship with Yates for that option, and he was clear over here on the Ken Denver sideline. Once he got clear, he was clear upfield when he finally made the pitch. Brush had to make our corner had to come up, and he had to make a play on the quarterback to keep the quarterback from coming upfield, and unfortunately after that there was nobody to cover the pitch, man.
All right, now the extra point to be attempted by Sawyer Pete, I believe it is. It's down. The kick is up. It's low, and it hits the left upright. No good. The extra point is no good. 7:43 to go, second quarter. Brush 14, Ken Denver 6 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com.